So, hello everyone. Hello my dears friends, today I will have a review phone. Honor 90. Here it is, minimalistic box is just a minus. Nothing at all, just nothing at all. White box Honor 90. What is it? The phone is a high-price phone segment. I'll tell you right away, costs a lot, essentially like the flagship. And we are already approaching will probably be 100, Honor 100, or Honor 95 in general. This is it. The white box is not noticeable here. Us memory a lot. And specifically 512 GB and 12 GB RAM 12512. He looks gorgeous in green color, in dark green, like this protective casing. Yes, and cellophane rounded sides and left rounded rounding at the top. Then there is this top part rounded, and the bottom, I'm still in it. The store noticed when he wasn't in my arms yet. I'm going to the stand, approached where they are for sale. Well, in stores, yes. And here at Huawei and Honor, here's the rounding. It is completely all over the perimeter, has hulls, and others Chinese only on the sides here, rounding screen waterfall. And here and at the top rounding, I don't know. Now here will be noticeable. No, he doesn't want to laugh. Focus something, and below rounding, and it feels like the screen flows around the body, looks cool, elegant. Never seen anything like this before. There is a protective film stuck on the screen with factory. Here it is pasted right here, frontal visible. The rear camera has a matte coating and a block with cameras, 1 and 2 flash, 2-piece lighter, shade cooler, shade matte finish, and it's so dark, the green color looks beautiful on, actually. And I like how the cameras, they look so pretty cute too. Camera design. Well, as if also some stones like diamonds or whatever it looks like to me cool. So on the right is the power button rocker, on the left, there is nothing. Below is everything, by the way, frame. Here glossy is also kind of green socket for charging speaker SIM-lock microphone, and we have another microphone. There is nothing more included with the phone, has a needle to open it. SIM tray fast, charging power supply, 66W USB cable type. See, open everything. SIM tray. So how many SIM cards can you get here? Well, most likely 2 like that. Open it up. The OPA is covered with a sealing rubber band green, and you can put one here, SIM card, and a second SIM card flash drive already. It won't be possible to deliver it. It's signed here. SIM 1, expand, SIM 2 into 2 SIM cards, calculated phone. Everything is great. Everything unnecessary can be removed and included phone. I'll press the power button for now pressed. Now it should start. Honor has a powered logo by Android, but I like this. The rounding is not strong, as it were. But he looks cool, like that streamlined in the hand lies quite comfortably. Nothing rests on your hand, and it's enough light by the way it is so long, but light in weight. Not quite white, not quite bluish, but like some kind of mother of pearl, that is, 3 colors to choose from, and 2 versions memory to choose from. So the phone started, and notice how thin it is here. Small frames, of course, frames around screen make the impression of the phone pleasant or not. The framework here is very thin, here I am now with, and they are very graceful thin, beautiful, well, just in general, it's like you're holding the whole screen very top in hand. Expensive and very modern in the center. We see what kind of front camera is here, bright screen and what cool icons, big. I like it when shells have such large icons on them, easy to get into, and everything is so bright saturated directly, the eyes rejoice. That is, the settings menu is also nice and intuitive. Understandable by shell, here we have MagJOS version 7.1, but based on 13th Android has Play Here to merit, that is, no problems with Google here. Honor won't have any apps, it all comes out of the box. You don't have to install anything yourself, just log into your Google account. Download the required application package. There is also a whole folder with Google applications, please, that's all okay. Like all other phones, no problems again with Google applications will not be dimensions 161.1 mm. This is the length of the phone. Well, it's about 16 centimeters width, 74.1 thickness, 7.8 weight, only 183G, 183G. Yes, it's actually a small phone. There is a kind of light thin AMOLED screen. 120 Hz AMOLED is very high quality. 120 Hz and diagonal 6.7 inches 6.7 HDR support. 10p peak brightness 16600. Nit is very good, also high quality. I think it's a flagship screen. There is automatic brightness adjustment, of course, sleep protection mode. There's even some kind of healthy sleep is there. Wow, this is it. Adjust screen color temperature so as not to disrupt your biorhythms. There is protection vision, that is dark is yellow mode. Well, when your screen is yellow, it becomes possible, even yellow. You can add a little yellow, turn it down. On the contrary, you can put it dark topic. If you suddenly want a dark background and not white, so you can't see the frame at all. Can I install a wine chamber, please? The dark theme of the sun switches very much smoothly, without jerking, without any breaks, without freezes. That is, the interface works very smoothly. The fonts can be changed also, but I like the stock font here. He's just moderately thick large. That is, everything is set up. Here, how can you say perfect as if sat and measured perfectly? Here too, can the display be a little larger there? Scale make larger Rita, SDE rifts make thin, bold. Well, in short, different sleep mode after how long your screen will turn off and color temperature. You can also adjust. And of course, the speed screen updates are my frequency. Now it's in automatic mode, but you can turn on the standard one. Its 60 average is 90 and maximum is 120. That is, here you go. Wide functionality, extensive settings, everyone can adjust the screen to suit themselves. He'll like it best on screen. You can create various widgets. Search strings can be created here. These are the folders with applications. Yes, with large. That is all this so that it looked a little more put together or something more carefully. Here is a scanner. There is a system built right into the screen. Always on display so that it is always on the screen. Some of the most important ones were displayed information and below there's a scanner here. Please scanner. Now I'll show you how does it work like this, just like that, and that's it, telephone. With additional such pleasant unlocking sound. Listen to the gurgle. Such pleasant sounds, and there is face unlock too on the phone. Bam, he recognizes me. I can unlock now. Let's move on next moment. What processor is here installed? A installed here, pretty rare. Now I rarely see it anywhere. Processor from Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1. There was such a processor, if I'm not mistaken, Xiaomi 13. So this processor is in general not bad, very similar in composition according to its own characteristics according to performance on Snapdragon 778G. The older one here we have 4 nanometers used. Total 8 cores, 1 core, Cortex 710 2.5 GHz, 3 cores the same, 710 with a slightly lower frequency, 2.36 GHz, and 4 energy-efficient cores 510 Cortex 1.8 GHz video. Speed up Adena 644. These are the characteristics. If we test Tutu's phone, it will give out approximately 700,000, which, by the way, a good result heats up to 42 degrees within normal limits. Of course it heats up, but within normal limits and drops by only 2% battery. During NFC module test is present here. That is, it is possible. Use contactless payment. Turn on NFC, turn off NFC if you need it. No need. Memory speed is also good. UFS 3.1 standard for 1000, almost 1500 MB for reading 1.500, almost for writing. That is very good speed, very high speed. And in general, I never had such that. With this phone, there are some breaks. That is, you are with him, you work, and it's super smooth, super fast. We'll just use one pleasure, 10 touches sensor in total. Honor, they make this line there, 70/50th, it started there. They are always all fast, smooth. They never save any problems on hardware. They don't skimp on memory. These phones always have some reserve, for the future is now working well in the future they will work well, but about throttling test. I can say that there is no, everything is so rosy because throttling there is, and it is approximately at the level of 30. 40% performance drops after 10 minutes, then he just starts to get really strong trolls. Then the truth in the end productivity is back again, approximately at the level of 90%. That is, after all, the processor is so powerful. So yes, he is hot and a little trolling. So let's see how the IT game is. This is PUBG. I set it to maximum possible settings. There are shadows. From there is a character like this grass that is not visible now because that she is not very tall, but she is shorter sags when I walk past it. If there are tall bushes, I'm on the other plate on the track at another location. And there, this effect was not the effect on everyone. This one is present in phones, only on the most productive ones might be these ones. Sunflowers will bend. No, they stand motionless right now. The grass, if find, it will be right in front of the under character. This is such a cool effect, only on powerful phones goes. Well, and in general, the picture is normal and full screen bright. Juicy smoothly just started the game, so while heating. No, he just hasn't had time yet. It takes about 20 minutes to warm up play and then let it heat up, and the sound is still stereo, but it's just not mono sound, only comes from this speaker. Oh, I wonder why they did that sound from just one speaker, as usually such phones are worth more stereo sound. And here they did something mono, I wonder why. So this is it. Yeah, they surprised me. Now it's time to talk about cameras. And here we have to talk about the World Cup, because what have they done to you with the main camera now? I'll try to show how much, and now I will enable this mode if it is signed here, no HREs, but in general, the main camera here at 200 megapixels, it's new trend in phones. In modern maximum number of megapixels, now there are 200 modules here in format 1 KOI4. There is autofocus and aperture 1.9 wide-angle camera 12. megapixels 112-degree viewing angle with autofocus, and 2-megapixel camera for portraits. That is, there is no macro lens and telephoto and selfie camera. 50 megapixels, very cool, 200 megapixels. So I turned on this mode HREs. Well, as I understand it, it automatically includes exactly 200 megapixels HREs, and let me try to do it now. Photograph, long photograph, of course, is being done. But what can we do? 200 more megapixels once. Here are examples. First example, 200 megapixels, text, perfectly taken. Everything is clearly visible further. And so I'll take a photo of the foam, can also 200 megapixels here when you start, load image, zoom in more accurately. The image is loaded and detailed loading, and here it is just like that. Few phones can do this. This one can. Everything is readable on the bottle. That is, I can do everything. Reading this is a great rarity. That is, this high maximum zoom. Here is possible 10-fold switch to 06x video recording occurs quickly conducted in full formats HD 4K. But if you shoot 4K, the frames are limited 30 frames. If you are already shooting full HD, then you can enable 60 frames here. And what about the ORS? I also have others, this on phones. Since ancient times, you see the standard video ratio 16:9, but possible switch, so that the video is filmed in format 21:9. That is, to the fullest full screen. That is, you see without cropping for widescreen monitors, but still it's not the most popular option, so I recommend shoot in full HD 60 FPS. Second, in my opinion, the most optimal video recording here, it won't be the best to shoot. It is compatible with all devices, but this will take up less space in your phone. Memory has a lot of things I'll do, the night ones. Photo cards come out like this. Warm, as it were. Warm color renderings are like this, a little yellow cozy. Well, everything is beautiful. Looks noise-free. With noise, they already know how phones fight, especially for something like this. The price looks pretty decent at a high level. That is, the quality of the cameras, I'm completely satisfied here. The only thing I would add is a telephoto camera, though, would be on 2x optical zoom, and that's it. More here, everything in essence is wide. There is good rear camera, good front view recording in different 4K formats is available, super fast, slow motion, a macro mode. But here's the second one. The third camera is more precisely a macro camera, two-dimensional. Well, it's like the cheap ones, phones. This camera is just a plug, inexpensive, just 2 megapixels. Well, maybe someday it will be useful to someone. Yes, something close up, take photographs. That is, in principle, good Bluetooth version. Here is 5.2. There is support for Wi-Fi, 5Y, Fi 6, and also NFC module here. There is no radio, but only radio via Internet USB type. C-cable version 2.0 OTG support, that is, you can connect something via cable, 5000 battery, 5066W fast. Charging already included. Let's do it now. Let's listen to the music. Well, unfortunately, the sound there is no stereo here. I already said I don't understand why should this happen in this segment already. Stereo do. But damn, the sound here is very loud. Listen to the sound, what a pleasant sound it is. So I gave this a very nice mono sound, that is, the sound of this speaker is to me seems more powerful than other phones, as if the speaker was stuck here from tablet. It gives more volume, more some clarity. That is, it's not cheap squeaker. Although not stereo, I would even maybe chose this speaker instead, cheap Chinese stereo, because, well, he really gives bass, I liked the quality sound bottom speaker, by the way, for some reason. I'm a sim tray, I'm kind of like him, stuck it all the way, but it seems like it's up to, didn't put the end in, you see something, it seems like I stuck it in there and pulled it out. I pulled it out, now I shoved it in as if I needed it just a little bit straight, force it there, like this flattened with the body. Not very good at all. I love such solutions when the tray is located below, but why not do it left? Left is more convenient. Somehow it's not interferes and is not an eyesore. Otherwise, you will plug in the charger every time and there will be this eye tray all the time, callous. Well, I don't know, personally, I like it when it's somewhere on the left is here covered with a cover, and that's it. And you don't see him, that's all, and you don't hear him. Okay, next IDM 5000 battery fast charging 66W lasts an average day. You hardly spend more than a day with him because power consumption is not small, processor consumes a lot. A's screen, large diagonal. And yes, heating is felt. Heating is felt, by the way, not even more than the top part phone. And somewhere here there is more. Is it heating up in the center? Sensations somewhere here. Well, somewhere here, and I don't know this area, maybe here somewhere the motherboard is located. But usually near the phones, near the top camera, here, it's somewhere a little lower than usually on phones. So now let's check, is there wireless charging like me? Understand wireless not laid down here? Yes, no support, and yes, wireless. There is no charging here, only charging by wire, and there is also reverse charging via wire. That is, you can double-sided USB type. C cable by. And from this charge, some other phone device or some headphones or some other phone. Well, something that also has a USB connector type. C. But unfortunately, there is no wire here provided for. So, what in the end, what can I say about this phone? Like the look the designers worked. I like how they made the phone both in the back and in the front. And I like the way he distributes weight. There is a comfortable fit in the hand, not too much heavy, not too thick. Okay, for me, I like the camera here. The main camera, front camera, takes photos pretty solid and shoots well videos. I like what's here, good processor installed, Snapdragon high quality reliable, will work again, long 120 Hz, very smooth shell cool. Of the minuses, I can highlight that left no wireless charging well. The sound is good, but I would still like more. It's better to have stereo so that it has two sides. Although monodynamic sounds here unusually loud, unusually clear in unlike many other phones, and perhaps what else could I add? Well, probably, that's all, I guess. That's all, the flash drive. Well, flash drive support. Well, I don't know if this is necessary or not necessary. If it's already the minimum option, starts from 256 GB, available at 512 a flash drive here. Well, I don't know, maybe don't install a headphone jack. Well, it's clear that, of course, in a state employee, it is saved in more expensive phones, it's being removed. So here you have to listen to music through wired headphones or through a not very convenient adapter with USB Type-C to 3.5 mm. And so in principle, normal phone, if there are discounts, if you can actually buy it for $400 for a long time, why not? And no good price, famous brand. There is a good quality shell. Over-the-air update available from Google services are quite a good option. And looks like a bomb, probably the best, one of the most beautiful, stylish phones recently, from Made in China, which I had it all. Thank you all for viewing. It was Honor 90. Good luck to everyone before ambulance meet, and bye-bye.